Welcome everyone for World Blitz Teams 2025 final. The game between Hikaru Nakamura and Giri Anish. The Clash of Titans. We saw Giri Anish talking and joking with the others. And now we start with knight f3, knight f6, g6, d5, bishop g2, e6 castled, bishop e7, and we have d3 or d4. Hikaru thinking, and he made d3, king Indian attack castled, and knight b d2, knight c6, and we have d4, e5, and c3 by Hikaru, b6 by Giri Anish, queen c2, and bishop b7, e4 takes with the knight, knight takes knight, queen takes knight, and we have e4, gaining space on queen side by Giri Anish. Queen c2 by Hikaru, and we have knight a5 by Giri Anish, aiming to go maybe to c4, good square for the knight, and maybe want to exchange his bishop with the bishop on g2 if the white moving his knight. Now we have rook e1 and bishop d5 by Giri Anish. All the pressure on b3 square, h4 and h6 by the black. So we have knight on e5 and bishop takes bishop, king takes bishop. Check from d5 by the queen, and the king came back to g1. Finally the knight came to the c4 square. Bishop f4, bishop d6, still position is equal, and we have rook a d1, b5, interesting move, b3 by Hikaru, want to kick this knight from c4, a take b, a pawn in a take b3 also by the white, and we have now the black controlling the a5. Knight came back to b6, c4, takes and takes. Now the queen where to go? I think he have to go a4 or b7. Queen came to a7 to b7, and we have queen e2. Bishop takes knight on e5, and bishop takes bishop, and knight came to d7, and bishop came back f4, knight to f6. Still position is equal. Rook b1, queen c6, and rook b5. Nice maneuver by Hikaru, shifting his rook from d1 to b5, and maybe he want to double rook. Rook a7, and bishop came again to a5, and we have knight to d7. d5 by Hikaru, pawn takes pawn, and pawn takes pawn. Good move. Now he must go with his queen to g6 to protect g7. He blunder, he make queen to a6, and Hikaru thinking for sacrificing the bishop. Now he sacrificed the bishop, takes on g7. Brilliant move. If he take the bishop, then queen check from g4 and winning the knight back. He takes, and queen check from g4, and queen g5, and Hikaru can check from d4 and winning the rook, but he blunder also. He take the knight, and now we have queen on f6, and we have rook b4. King came to h8, and rook came to f4, queen g6, and the position now winning for the white. After this tactic, bishop take g7 became winning. Now queen e7 and king g8. Rook e4, and queen d6. Exchange the queen, and rook f6. Good move by Hikaru. He will win one more pawn again, and the position is completely winning for the white. King g7, and he took the pawn in the d6, and we have rook check from a1, and king g2, rook to d1, and rook to g4 check, queen h7. Rook came back to f4, and we have h5. Rook d2 and rook f5. Repeating some move, and then play rook on d7, check again from g4, king h7. After some move, I think the black have to resign, because two more pawn from for the white, and one basic dangerous pawn on d5, playing some move, and then nothing to do. and he took the pawn in f7 and king g6, check, and he covered with the rook from f6, and finally white won. Black resigned, nothing to do. Thank you for watching.